Hello, welcome to lesson number 10 in building stock prediction dashboard with Python and Streamlit. Today we are going to try to complete the file of fetch data. For those of you who don't remember the fetch data, here we are here, and the fetch data file. The purpose of it was fetch daily stock prices from APIs, foundation for all data operation. With mfile and stocks.txt, we are integrating APIs, data validation and cleaning, historical data management, error handling, and rate limiting. After this, as you can see in the plan, we will work on the next scripts file, backfill data prices py. And we will move this into here. So we have three methods pending. Let's continue our work on the first of them, which will be fetch today prices. The name says it all. It says about the method what it does, and it does fetch today's closing prices for all stocks. Let's document this. We will start with definition of what is stocks. Self load stocks. A bit above. If not stocks, we are playing careful. We are returning here which we are adding a logger information to show also what's going on. Fetching today's closing and how we are doing that. Prices will be here. It says that we are going to return it. A dictionary which contains of strings, that would be a stock name, and a float, that would be a stock price. For the rate stocks, if not one, do logger info string fetching prices for symbol and e. So what this line will do, it will show that right now we're fetching the price for symbol something, which is number P in the whole range, of stocks list. So if it is 10th, it will show 10 out of 100, etc. We are to try FMP first as others. If you have Tingo as your first preference, logger of the line price equals self fetch daily price key for symbol. Failover for Tingo. If price is on, logger info string failed price for symbol FMP trying Tingo. And price accordingly will equal daily price from Tingo and symbol. Now, we are getting back from here. Price is none. So if any of the OpenFMP or Tingo return the price, price else logger error failed fetch price for symbol and in case we need to have some kind of in terms of the hitting the rate limit, time sleep, and we are adding 0.1 seconds and making sure that the rate limit is not affecting on it. And at the end here we will explicitly return there we are. Once again, we are going with loading list of stocks. If there is no list of stocks, we are returning an empty dictionary. We're starting with adding message to be displayed in the console. We're initiating an empty dictionary and going through each symbol in stocks list by one and trying FMP first to fetch the daily price. If it doesn't work, we're doing the same with Tingo. And for those of you who want to use Tingo first, just switch places between these two lines, 172 and 177. So if price not none, we are updating our prices dictionary with the price for the symbol equals price, what we were able to get from either of the sources, and then return at the end prices dictionary. Next, we are trying to save today's prices. The purpose of this method is to save the fetched price into CSV for later evaluation. Let's add the record here. Save today's prices CSV for evaluation. We will start with checking if the prices dictionary exists. If prices here. No, today's closing prices. Save and we basically nothing. Today calling this dictionary. Now, not year, month, date. df is pd data frame. This will be a list of prices dot items, symbol, close price. And yeah, date equals today. So we are assigning to the df the data frame, which is the list of prices items and divided into two columns, symbol and close price. Nothing complicated, just symbol, price. That would be our data frame, which we are going to insert now into CSV. Now, file path will be was path joins data so this doesn't look correct. It should be self daily results, and also this will contain a string with the, here goes today CSV. Assigned the file name for each of the CSV files to be in the folder daily results directory and have daily prices and today's date .csv name. Next, what we are going to do, we are going to use a wonderful function for file path index equals false. After that, we are adding logger info string saved today's file path then symbols. This will cover it, and again we are checking if prices exist. We are logging an error if it doesn't, and we are returning nothing if that's the case. But if it's not, we are assigning variable for today. We are creating data frame with two columns and setting the date for today, and in the file path we are creating the file name, which will have today's date as a part of the name, and converting df to CSV with providing the file path and displaying the logger information, what we just did. One little thing before proceeding, I don't want this lesson to go very long, so let me check how long minutes. So we have time to complete one more method and we'll be done with the file. Update the data. One is supposed to update historical data for all stocks align this first. Some case here, please. No, here, what is wrong? There we are. This way. Let me just undo all the latest changes. I'll figure it out what was the code later. So far it seems that it should be good, but so let's pause it here to figure out what's wrong with the indentation and stuff. Let's just continue with the update historical data method for the next lesson. Again, we will finalize this one and then move to backfill data price method. This will be all for today. Thank you for attending lesson number 10 and see you at lesson number 11. Bye-bye.